What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist here with
Gersh1.
and today we're back at it again with our brain blasts as we get another for the greater out of our system. Let's go!
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, please comment down below. Put a question in front of your question because we get to those questions first. Please.
I was channeling my inner, Mozart's Fifth Symphony, where he starts out really silent and then he hits you with a boom.
Yep. I remember the first time I heard that, our music teacher made us close our eyes and enjoy the music, and then boom, and the whole class like jumped.
Farted at once.
That was just one guy in the corner.
I used to sit in the corner.
This question comes from Excuse Me. How powerful are Necron rulers compared to the other factions' leaders? Is there a big power gap, or is it more of a technological gap between the Necrons and the other races?
Both.
Yeah, both.
Definitely both. When you look at the Necrons, you got to think two things. One, they're super ancient and their technology is vastly, like, years upon years upon years above everybody else currently. Where I guess you could argue that the Tau are the most technologically advanced now, the Necrons look at that as like, garbage compared to what they can do. Now, in terms of like ruling, are you talking about like, because you said the most powerful, right?
Yeah, I think he means like 1-to-1 fight.
Ah, okay. So in a 1-to-1 fight, we could look at the battle between a Necron, I think it was just like Necron Lord, against High Marshal Helbrecht. It was a freaking one-sided fight. There's nothing a Space Marine can do against a Necron because of two things. Depending on the type of Necrodermis or their armor they have, weapons can just phase through them. So a Necron can literally just phase through any type of power armor, grab the Necron's one of two hearts, rip it out, and then do it again, while the Space Marine can do nothing.
Right, yeah.
And like Helbrecht, I'm pretty sure it was Helbrecht, or was it Grimaldus? One of those Imperial Fist guys, like they got beat 3 times, and like that was their lifelong achievement, to best the Necron, who kept beating him in combat, but never killed him, to show you like, hey, I could kill you at any time, I'm just not gonna.
Yep.
So that just goes to show you that like these guys are nothing to be messing with.
And they're kind of immortal. Like if you kill a Necron Overlord, his essence could just go back into the tomb world. He has a new body.
Right.
And boom. He fights you again.
Yeah. And not just that, but like you have mind shackle scarabs that can just take control of you. Staffs that can turn back time. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. So both technology and just like sheer power. So
the only way like Space Marines are able to win against them is because of the plot.
Right.
Yeah.
That and like I mean, there's ways to like explode the tomb world and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that exists.
Right.
But then when you look at like all races, I think only a Primarch maybe would be like, okay, he could probably fight one of the big named Necron Overlords. Yeah.
This next question is by Arden Bolden. Would the Yolkians from Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, survive the 40K universe? I like how you say Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. Like we don't already know who Jimmy Neutron is.
Right. I didn't know it was Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. I thought it was just like Jimmy Neutron. But yeah, I think they would.
I mean, honestly, think about it. Jimmy Neutron's universe is like what became 40K. Like Jimmy Neutron could be a Primarch in his own time if he wanted to.
Yeah, I thought he would be like the Emperor because of the hair.
Yeah, that's true. The hair does kind of give it away.
Yeah.
But maybe he doesn't want to like outright say, "Hey, it's me, MP."
Right. That was his name, MP, when he was created.
Yeah, because MP is short for Emperor, but it's also MP, most powerful.
Yep. And yeah, we answered 2 questions with 1.
Yeah. Now, if it was Carl, though.
Well, he's Malcador.
Is he?
Yep. Malcador the Sigilite, a.k.a. Malcador the Hero.
What about Sheen?
They don't talk about Sheen.
The Golden Throne is obviously
that toilet that they go right. That isn't the entrance to his lab the toilet?
I think so, yeah.
Or is that Dexter's lab?
It's the same thing, really. Goddard. We forgot about Goddard. He is the Golden Throne. There you go.
There you go. Yep. This next question comes from the big one. I want to be rich, but I hate hard work. Can you suggest some get-rich-quick scheme that requires zero effort? Yeah, invest in SafeMoon, Dogecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and you're good. Just hold it for a little bit.
Yeah.
I saw a dude who invested like $180,000 in Dogecoin, and now he's like a millionaire. He's just an average dude who, it was a huge risk, but yeah, he doesn't do anything. He didn't do anything.
Because your average dude has $180,000 that they could just invest like that. Or was that like his life? Oh, that was credit?
Yeah.
I was going to say, was that his life savings or like an inheritance or something?
No, I think it was something along the lines of like getting a loan from the bank through like a home equity line or something like that. And then
that's risky, though.
Well, yeah, but it paid off for him.
It did, yeah. But imagine if it didn't.
Yeah. That's all life. But that's why you want to get into something like SafeMoon, because SafeMoon right now is worth 0.0000000 or whatever. And then just buy like $50 worth, and then just sit on it for like a year or two, and then when it's 0.0000001, that's when you make the money. But yeah. And that's not a scheme. It is a scheme. Next question.
This one's a question more for you again. By Eric Matos Viegas. What Space Marine chapter would you call to deal with that pesky children of your neighborhood with that heretic four-wheeler of doom?
How did you know?
You mentioned it.
Oh, okay. It's like, oh shit, are they watching us? So what was this question?
Which Space Marine chapter would you use to take care of that?
I wouldn't use a Space Marine chapter. I would ask the Dark Eldar to come and do things to that child so that, you know, it'll be fun to watch.
You can't ride your four-wheeler with no skin.
Yep. And then he becomes the four-wheeler, because you know how they make furniture out of people?
That's true.
That's weird.
That is weird. I would want a little step stool.
Made out of human? Supposedly there's a serial killer in Rockford. Did you hear that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We gonna die.
We gotta get to the stores quick and buy all those Lucky Charms.
This question comes from David Tice. You guys should switch spots for one video just to mess with everyone. We did that a long, long time ago. You gotta remember that we've been making these videos for shit, 4 or 5 years. Yeah. And we did it once, and then we got so much backlash for it that like the channel almost just completely died.
How dare you? Like, my children watch this channel.
Yeah.
I can't sleep at night.
Yeah, we're also naked. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. But aren't we all naked just underneath these clothes?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I like to put clothes underneath my clothes. Just so that I'm not naked underneath them.
Like in high school when you'd wear your gym shorts under your pants?
Yeah.
So you always ready to hoop?
But the thing was, I didn't wear underwear. So the gym shorts were my underwear. And I wouldn't wash them either, which is why I smelled so nice.
That's why nobody wanted to pants you.
Right.
Why was that ever a thing?
Pantsing? Yeah. There's a lot of games that, like, looking back, were dumb. Like, open chests. People would just walk around and punch you in the chest.
The bloody knuckles.
Bloody knuckles, yeah. There was a pencil one where you hold the pencil and you're supposed to break it.
Battleship checkers.
Yeah.
Come on. 40K?
Yeah. This next question comes from...
I got one from Bunny Hop.
There you go.
Are the human mutants and abhumans stronger or weaker than normal humans? Well, obviously, if you're an Ogryn, you're going to be physically stronger than a regular human. Like ratlings, they're really good snipers because they have like eyesight and stuff, and they got big feet. You know what they say about big feet? They're hobbits.
Yeah.
There's like beastmen, which are faster, durable, stronger. Because I mean, obviously, they're like freaking like centaurs and stuff. Well, not centaurs. They're minotaurs.
Technically, beastmen in 40K can be anything. They could be anything mixed with the like
animal.
Yeah. So like the furries or whatever, they can be beastmen.
Or the Scalies.
The Scalies. But that's the whole thing about abhumans is that they have a huge flaw. So if you go through down the line, like beastmen have the huge flaw that they're susceptible to chaos. What do you call them? Ogrins are stupid. Then the hobbits, what are they called? Ratlings. They're not very intelligent either, and they're alcoholics.
Oh,
GW really fleshed that one out.
That's why they're not a playable race.
Yeah,
or a playable unit
anymore.
Yeah, it's like if you want to play an alcoholic,
Ratlings. Next question comes from Shovey. Is everything from the warp hostile and bad to being in real space? Yeah.
For the most part, yeah. It's very hard to domesticate that.
The, what is it? The Ordo Malleus, I think it is. They have tried to manipulate the warp in order to benefit them, using warp powers and stuff, but more importantly, using demon hosts. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's one thing. Like, it is hostile towards you, though.
Right. Even then, it's like, you never know when it's going to, backfire.
Yeah, yeah.
Or front fire.
Yep.
That's the one they don't expect.
That's when they release the spores.
Mm-hmm. You better close your mouth. Nikos. In what state do you think all the different factions, and the galaxy in general, would be in another 40k years? Which faction do you think would grow and which would regress? Also, by the way, the sigma in my name is pronounced like an S. Because you used to say Nikoe, but it's Nikos.
Oh, it's Nikos?
Mm-hmm. Or Nikos, so.
Nikos. Nike? Wait, so what was the question?
In another 40k years, which factions do you think would regress and degress and progress?
Oh, in 50k, he means?
No, 40k years. So it'd be Warhammer 80k.
Oh, okay. So I think the easy response would be they all die except for the Necrons and the Tyranids, and they're the only ones fighting. Maybe the Orcs, too. But yeah, if we really want to... Because 40 years is a lot.
40k years.
Yeah, 40... Yeah.
Because, look at how humanity has progressed in those 40k years.
Or digressed.
Right, and now doubling that, that's... Is there even going to be a sun to keep the solar system intact?
Probably not, no.
Right.
So I would say, yeah, it's just dead.
Yeah.
Everything but the Tyranids and the Orcs.
Can they survive without sunlight? Because they need biomass, and biomass needs, sun and all that. So
they probably would have left by then.
Yeah. So we'll just have little, caquitas, de los Tyranids.
Yeah, but they don't even leave that, because they eat their own shit.
Well, that's true. I was going to say, it's you walk into, an empty house and you see a little, rat poop, but you don't see any rats, but you know they're there because there's this poop.
Yeah, even though I don't think rats exist in, an empty lot. Or in an empty home.
That's true.
Yeah. Unless they're the burrowing kind. Burrowing rats.
Like tremors?
Yeah. But yeah, that's a tough question.
Mm-hmm.
Very speculative.
Yeah, because there's people that have vast, crazy theories in just 10k years. Now adding another 70k to that.
Yeah, they get really, really creative, and they get into each faction to the point where they break down the factions. But when you're dealing with two guys who are just bored now, that we give you a simple answer.
Yeah. But that does make sense though. In 80k years, there's probably nothing gonna be left.
No. This next question comes from... Wait, what do you have one?
Brian PJ. Does that stand for pajamas? Do you think that an Eversor assassin could best a Marine, uno a uno? And if so, how far up the Space Marine power ladder do you think an Eversor could go before it couldn't? For example, could an Eversor best a Space Marine, but not a Primaris, etc.?
An Eversor assassin is which one? Is it the one that has the helm, the skull helmet?
So the Vindicare assassin is the sniper of the group.
Yep.
The Calexis assassin is the one that's
the girl.
The shape-shifting. The Eversor is the one with the skull helmet.
Oh, okay, so he's not the psychic killing one.
Right.
I think that he would probably be able to take out a chapter master. Maybe not a Primarch, but a chapter master for sure.
Definitely. I guess it depends really, because if the Space Marine knows he's coming, they're going to be more prepared. But still, these assassins are trained and injected with toxins and fluids and stimulants and steroids their whole life, and they're literally born and created for that one purpose of assassination.
Yep.
Space Marines, you could say, are kind of the same thing, but they're more of like a generic force.
Exactly.
Yeah. So where one's highly specialized, one's a jack of all trades. Technically speaking, the Evisor would go up that ladder pretty high. I'd say maybe until they get to like a librarian or something like that, or a captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, plot, like, because I think there have been stories, well, there has been stories of like them even trying to take out Horus, and they came really close. They shot one of Horus's main lieutenants.
Right.
So that just goes to show you that like it's possible.
And at the same time, you got to think like if they sent an Evisor to kill a Primarch, like, or any type of assassin for that matter, like they mean business.
Yeah. Next question comes from Crypto Koala. Hey guys, heard you drop Safe Moon. What are your thoughts on cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and Ethereum?
Oh, we dropped it?
Yeah. So Ethereum right now is doing really, really good, and I think it's gonna hit like big numbers. So get in now. Well, I mean, I guess, but you're because right now I think it's at 3,000. I'm pretty sure it's gonna hit like 5,000 by the end of the year, and I'm not gonna go too far into why, but Bitcoin I think is gonna like stabilize a little bit too, which it already has. It stayed around like 50,000. So
just wait till that SNL episode.
So that's a good point. So the SNL episode is supposed to be for Dogecoin. That is I bet you it's gonna be the same thing as Doge Day, where it's buy the rumor, sell the news, right? Yeah. So then the rumor right now is, because if you look at Doge is going up. Buy into it now, before SNL hits, or when it hits, sell. Because you sell the news. But that's on you.
We're not financial advisors.
Nope, I don't even know all that much about nothing.
Jamie Garth, steak or bacon? Bearing in mind that baconliness is next to godliness.
Now steak all the way.
Yeah, like I've learned to love a good steak because don't just buy it well done. Like you gotta indulge in the flesh.
Yeah, and do it yourself. So I do that trick where like you do the like this is that would be well, medium, rare, and what was the other one?
Well done.
Well, well's over here.
Oh, bleeding.
Yeah, so like you do that and then you touch the steak and it is like super spot on. Like I like my meat now medium. I like my meat medium. So I think it's this one and it's the same amount of toughness on the steak. It's crazy how that works. It feels like you're eating your hand afterwards.
But hey.
And I like the whole concept of like cooking it, and like there's you have to let it rest for a little bit. Like it's a process to eating your meat. Whereas with bacon, it's just you put it on there. I've seen people microwave bacon, and it comes out good. It's crispy.
Interesting, because usually when you microwave, it's like soggy.
Yeah, they do take it out like every minute, and then they like dab it with a with a paper towel or something.
Or you could do those little like
bits.
Yeah, it's like the steak bits wrapped with bacon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've tried that once and it didn't really work though.
Yeah, I think the two types of like meat are very different.
Yeah.
But yeah, steak all the way.
Next question.
This one's by Logan Taylor. Do you guys think there's a possibility to actually get squat army statistics or an entire codex on abhumans to make a really wacky army?
Right now, like from GW, no, but you could probably find something online. There are a bunch of Facebook communities and Reddit communities that like to do this kind of stuff, and they'll create like a codex for a specific army. I think the last one I saw was a Kroot army. That was like fan made. Oh, that was like back in 5th edition. Well, they based it off that, but you could play it now in 9th. Oh, okay. Yeah. So there are people that do that, and yeah, I mean, I bet it's a lot of fun. You could also kind of gauge based on Age of Sigmar, because they do have what is it, like steampunk dwarves over there. Yeah. And they got like, I think they're called fire drakes, which are like lava dwarves. Yep. They're shirtless.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't like a shirtless man in a sci-fi universe?
That's true.
Who's also a little person.
With a mohawk.
Yeah.
And a freaking hammer.
Yeah. And those were the questions for today.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys have more questions for us, please comment down below. Don't forget to invest in SafeMoon, Dogecoin. Support us on Patreon. Send us your social security number.
And remember, this has been The Sound Alchemist.
Krish one.
And we are out.
Oh, I used to put my